as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day. Life's ways.
And I've been joined by the lovely Victoria, who's just reminded me, just like the Queen of England, or the train station in Malaga. So I'm not quite sure which is more glamorous. Now, tell me a little bit about what you do here and what's been the highlight of the event for you.
My highlight is working together with Age Concern, and I'm representing Orpea, which is a residential care home situated in Puerto Banus. I'm very happy and delighted to do this today because we are happy to have Age Concern, who comes twice a week to our home, to have some social interaction with our residents. So it's like Nicole said during the event, she said that it's not the economic part what cares, it's about the things that you can give to the residents. And in my home, a lot of elderly are lonely.
Okay. So we can help with that as part of the project and part of United Nationalities Marbella Summit 2018, which has been amazing today. And so we're also trying to encourage with the Age Concern. We were speaking to Stephen and Carol earlier about having teenagers coming to visit your residence. How do you think they're going to deal with that? Are they going to enjoy that, aren't they?
I think it's lovely because we're doing something as well with AAA, with the dogs. Yes. They come every week on Friday to have a special activity with our elderly. They love it. So I think with the teenagers it would be a perfect concept because it gives a good influence for them. They don't have interaction with the outside, so that would be a motive.
Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely. So if anybody's watching and you have a young teenager you'd like to put forward, do please get in contact with the programme either on Facebook or marbellanow.com RTV, and we'll connect them with Victoria. And obviously, so when Age Concern come on a Friday, you say?
Age Concern comes on Monday and Thursday, and AAA comes on Friday.
Right, excellent.
Okay,
right. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new day.
One of the key topics that we've been talking about today is safe space for teens and integrating the younger community with the older people. But not only that, families moving here and the investment they make in property, but they maybe don't think about the long-term plan of their children's education and how they're going to integrate them into Spanish life. And Martina, you have a comment about that. So let me hand it over to you and tell us a little bit about your experience with this within the German community.
With great pleasure. Well, I was a long-term member of the board of the German school here, and for 7 years the vice president to the International Confederation of the 140 German schools in the world. And it is a big problem to go to another country, not only here, anywhere in the world, and to simply put your children into a school where the child doesn't speak the language. You have to see that you have taken your child out of his environment at home. They don't have their friends anymore. They lack stability anyways, and then they come into school, they don't speak the language. I had a personal experience with an acquaintance who was a university professor himself, so teaching he should have known. And he had 4 children, 3 of them high school age, put them into a local school. A year later, not only his contract wasn't renewed, but the wife was off to Australia with the 4 children, because simply it can go awfully wrong. And if you come to a foreign country, you have to make certain investments, and investing in your children's education is simply one of them. It is a duty that we all have.
And even investing in some knowledge and understanding what's going on in the community as well, and then the long-term plan. So if you do get through the first couple of years, there has to be a plan thereafter for further education as well.
Oh, absolutely. And also when I came here, because basically once I was in the same situation, my children were 10 and 11 when I came 18 years ago. And my father said to me, look, put them into a German school at least, because I had the same plan initially. Oh, I put them into a local school, that's great. And my father said, look, if it goes wrong, you can't go back. You can't come back, because the school systems are also so different. So one has to think about all these things.
And then the one thing we've also talked about as well is like having safe spaces for the teens from a social perspective. How did you find that conversation went? Is that the kind of thing you'd like to be seeing?
Oh, I was the president of the Parents Association 17 years ago in the German school, and we actually tried to get the private schools together already then, because we saw the necessity already 17 years ago, so that long ago. And I would say the coast was still different 17 years ago.
Hey, hey.
I'm now joined by the lovely Martina Spaan, who is the director, founder of Lux Marbella, one of our key sponsors of the day-to-day in the third year running. So it's been quite an event, hasn't it? What's been one of the standout moments for you?
It's been fantastic as usual. Whatever Nicole does, she adds her magic, and we're always there to support her, you, me, and the rest of the tribe. I think today the most important message that I'm taking away with me is some of the charities that I didn't even know were here, or I didn't know about their work. And today the main relationship I'm taking away with me is Ciudad Infantil, Mundo Infantil, the association that looks after the orphans in their two residences in Alora and Alaurín. And I've never heard of them before, and I think what they do is fantastic, and we're definitely going to be sponsoring them, supporting them, and presenting them to the Marbella Society, not just Russian, but also all the parents and all the networking people. I think they would love to get involved.
Now, your company is the Investors Club, is that right?
So, apart from Lux Marbella, which we're now celebrating our 5th anniversary next month, so we are the group of Russian media, and a little while ago we launched Lux Marbella Investors Club, which is basically helping the investors find the best projects here on the coast in terms of property, in terms of building new businesses. Some are looking to build hotels, others are commercial centers, so we're there to help them with business plans, to find the right property, and also property buyers in general.
So an event like this, though, would be your people are investing in their bricks and mortar, but they're also investing in a community. So making sure the community are working together really well is going to help your people want to invest in the area.
Absolutely. The more communication, the more together we are as a community, the more stability and the more security investors receive. And also today, the Marbella Tourism Oti was here, and I think it's, obviously they're so busy, but it's a fantastic symbol and sign of their support for the foreign community and also for the investors. It gives a very feel-good factor that we're being supported by the local.
Because there's the safety aspects, there's the zero hero concept, so they know that they're going to be encouraged to be, responsible drivers and part of the community. Then we've got the safe space for the teens as well, so if they're investing here for their family future, they've also got that to know that we are working on that as well.
Yeah, no, the future is looking bright, the future is looking orange for Marbella, and I think the more projects like this that are good for, as you say, good for the community and good for the residents and good for families, and it also means they're good for investors, because especially if Marbella Town Hall is backing some of these projects, that means a great deal, and that will help a lot to attract even more investors here.
Hey, hey.
So I am now joined by the face and voice of Marbella, the lovely Kristina Szekely. I'm so delighted to be chatting with you, my dear. How are you?
Very good, thank you. It was very funny coming here, because I met with somebody who was in the business and is doing a different kind of business today, and he said to him, "But I saw you in New York 2 days ago. How are you here?" I said, "Oh, that was a repeat of a television program they did with Callejeros on the Channel 4, and they repeated it 2 days ago."
Oh, excellent.
So he was sort of shocked to see me.
So listen, today many people of many of the businesses have joined us with the Zero Hero Designated Driver campaign, and we need help getting more, and I think you're the lady to help us. Are you going to be able to get some more businesses enrolled and offering the Zero Hero option?
I'm going to put here Zero Hero, Zero Hero with a cap, Zero Hero with gloves for, putting his Zero Hero for the summer. Get everybody to ask him, what is Zero Hero? I'm the hero and there's the Zero Hero.
So the one woman walking publicity machine for #0hero. That sounds like a plan to me. So, and also we've been talking about investing in the community, and obviously you work with many people investing in properties here. So it's going to be an all-round great thing for the industry in its own right as well, isn't it?
I think everything that's being done at the moment is so positive. Marbella is getting better by the day. There are new places opening up all the time. They're doing a new business in front here. They're doing another business further up. There are new businesses, different businesses, not just restaurants, bars, or gyms, but there's just all the time people wanting to come here, and they've realized that life is so nice here. And those that haven't realized it, that will as they live here. Because our way of life, I mean, I've been in Austria, which is beautiful. It's so calm, you hear nothing on the streets. It's just like silk, everything. We were in Vienna doing a little property presentation of Marbella in the Kempinski Hotel. And everything was beautiful. But the life, the vibrancy of this life here, what's going on, and even the noise, which is life, it's happy.
Yeah.
And you don't get that outside.
Hey, hey.
Quiero presentaros a este señor, se llama Pedro, ¿verdad? Encantada. Pedro is a professional security guard, es un guardia de seguridad profesional, una escolta.
Escolta privado.
Private escort. And for all the important people that come to Marbella, this is very necessary. Today we had Pedro here from his business because we did a United Nationalities of Marbella Summit. And when you get so many international people together, obviously we wanted to make sure we were going to be safe. So we called Pedro because he has a proper business that dedicates to this. Pedro, tener un negocio oficial de escolta privada es importante, pero nos da unas ventajas que quizás la gente no se da cuenta. Having a private, an official company gives you advantages that you don't have otherwise. Muchas empresas contratan bouncers, bodyguards, pero no son oficiales. Y carecen de muchas garantías. If you don't have an official person that's recognized legally, you're not then covered as you would think if something goes wrong.
Bien, no es que tengamos garantías, es que tenemos todas las garantías. Porque la única vía de protección personal en España es a través de una empresa de seguridad registrada en el Ministerio del Interior, la cual ofrece estos servicios regularizados por el Ministerio del Interior y con conocimiento de la Dirección General de la Policía Nacional.
If the National Police Force don't have the knowledge of the official registration of this type of company, then you're not covered. And if anything goes wrong, all those insurances and policies you take out will be worthless. Las pólizas de seguro que las empresas tienen contra cualquier cosa, si luego contratan a alguien que no es oficial, encuentran que su póliza son nulos. Es una buena manera de no tener que pagar lo que deben.
Correcto, es claro, porque el servicio de protección, al no ser oficial, es ilegal y una compañía de seguros pues no cubriría el seguro de protección que tenga esa persona. Es mortal de necesidad que se contrate una empresa de seguridad registrada en el Ministerio del Interior y con conocimiento del servicio de protección por la Dirección General de la Policía, si no, no tenemos protección.
So if you're not registered by the Ministry of the Interior and you're not recognized by the police, any bodyguard or bouncer that you have outside your business, if there was a problem, you will not be covered because your insurance company will use that as an excuse not to cover you. Pedro, ¿qué zona cubrís? Which area do you cover?
Todo el territorio nacional, toda España entera, todo el territorio nacional.
All the national territory, and what's your company's name, el nombre de la empresa?
La compañía donde presto ahora servicio es Master Security Worldwide.
Master Security Worldwide is a good place to start if you're looking for professional and authorized protection, as we did today at the United Nationalities of Marbella Summit 2018. Muchísimas gracias, caballero.
Gracias
Ha hecho un servicio impecable.
Gracias a
Amazing service. Thank you.
Gracias a usted.
Well, that's it for this week's program. What a program. So many people with great intentions. A big thank you to my daughter, Ashley, who's worked her, I don't know how, with being so pregnant, with everything she's done today. And James, running the Velvet restaurant here. Please do visit Velvet, and visit Marbella Now website and check on everything that's been going on in the United Nationalities of Marbella Summit 2018. Thank you for joining us. Take care of yourselves, be nice to each other, y hasta la semana que viene. See you next week. Bye for now.
And it's time